This is Noise from the Cranium. My name is Doug, and in this episode, I'm going to take a look at a few oddball cover tunes. I was going through my record collection the other day, and I decided to play a compilation album called the 1969 Warner Reprise Record Show. It was one of several albums that Warner Brothers put out in the late 60s and 70s. They called these albums Lost Leaders, and would feature the latest releases from the artists in their stable. It was a way to get the music out to the masses at a reduced price, with the hope that people might discover something they liked from one of their lesser-known artists. I put the album on, and was intrigued when I heard Fats Domino doing a cover version of the Beatles song Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except for Me and My Monkey.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, it's such a joy, come on, it's such a joy, come on and take it easy, come on and take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, everybody's got something to hide, except for me and my monkey.
I thought, wow, that's different. I mean, it's an odd song to begin with, but Fats Domino doing it really knocked me for a loop. It also got me to thinking that there would be a lot of oddball cover versions out there. I was not wrong. In fact, on that very same sampler, I found another Oddball Beatles cover tune, this one by Theodore Bikel, who was a folk artist and stage actor. He was also someone I was aware of from his role in Frank Zappa's 200 Motels movie. Listen to Bikel doing this strange version of the Beatles song Piggies.
Have you seen the little piggies crawling in the dirt? And for all the little piggies, life is getting worse. Always having dirt to play around in.
In the late 60s, the heavy psychedelic band Vanilla Fudge rose to prominence by covering hit songs of the day in a very novel way. They would slow the songs down, in some cases to a virtual crawl, creating quite a trance-like feel. They too did a couple of Beatles songs, but I'm going to play their version of the Supremes' You Keep Me Hanging On.
Set me free, I want you, babe. Get out my life, I want you, babe. You really don't want me. Just keep me hanging on. You really don't leave me. Just keep me hanging on. Now you said when we broke up, you just wanna be friends.
I'm sure an entire show could be dedicated to weird cover tunes of just Beatles songs. I'll save one of the oddest ones for later in the show, but for now, let's look at their 60s counterparts, the Rolling Stones. The Stones had been at it for a few years when in 1965 they achieved their first #1 song in the US with I Can't Get No Satisfaction. The song is considered to have one of the greatest musical hooks of all time. When Devo popped up on Saturday Night Live in 1978, I don't think anybody was expecting anything close to what they saw and heard. Clad in yellow hazard suits, they played a robotic version of Satisfaction.
Can't get no satisfaction. I can't get me no satisfaction. And I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get me no.
It was this bizarre performance that got my friends and I not only buying their debut album, produced by Brian Eno, but tromping down to the Commodore Ballroom in Vancouver to experience the bizarreness that is Devo firsthand. It was truly mind-bending. In 1959, Tamla Motown founder Berry Gordy co-wrote the song Money, That's What I Want. Recorded by Barrett Strong, it became one of the label's first hits.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I need fun.
The song was covered by the Beatles in 1963, but that wouldn't really be classified as a bizarre version. Enter another robotic-sounding band, the Flying Lizards. They chose to rework Money in 1979 and achieved a similar startling effect that Devo had with Satisfaction.
The best things in life are free. but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. That's what I want.
Unlike Devo, the Flying Lizards were not able to transform this bizarre cover tune into a career and disbanded in 1984. There have been all manner of strange twists on cover tunes. There have been jazz albums of Black Sabbath songs, a bluegrass Pink Floyd album, a hillbilly tribute to ACDC,
I'm on the highway to hell. The highway to hell. The highway to hell. The highway to hell. No stop signs, speed limits. Nobody gonna slow me down.
and a string quartet tribute to Rush. Of all the weird cover versions, I didn't see this one coming. Whenever the name Pat Boone is mentioned, I think of the clean-cut, wholesome, God-fearing family man. Second only to Elvis in the late 50s music scene, he sold millions of easy-listening pop records.
On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand.
But then, in 1997, he released a collection of heavy metal songs done big band style. Titled In a Metal Mood, the album runs the heavy metal gamut, including songs by Van Halen, Metallica, Alice Cooper, Judas Priest, Guns N' Roses, and this version of Smoke on the Water.
Well, we all came down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. We didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around, but some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the water.
All I have to say about this is that I never thought I'd hear Pat Boone singing about Frank Zappa and the Mothers. To me, that's just weird. Boone's album triggered a few copycats, including Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet singing Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun, and Paul Anka releasing an album called Rock Swings, with jazz covers of rock and pop songs from the 80s and 90s. Here's Anka's version of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
With the lights out, less dangerous, here we are now. Entertain us, I feel stupid, contagious, here we are now. Entertain us, a mulatto, an albino, a mosquito, and a beetle.
And then there's William Shatner. Talk about the granddaddy of weird cover tunes. First, he was the captain of the Starship Enterprise in the TV show Star Trek. Known for his stilted delivery, I could only imagine what he would bring to a cover tune album. Well, he's actually released quite a few of them, chock full of great songs by Bowie, Deep Purple, Queen, Elton John, Pink Floyd, and Hawkwind, believe it or not. There are some bizarre performances. Opting to deliver the lyrics in a dramatic fashion, the songs are definitely for an acquired taste. Here's his take on the Beatles' Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you, you answer quite slowly. A girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green towering over your head. Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes, and she's gone.
Shatner has done a number of albums, including a blues album and a prog classic rock album. He's had many famous musicians play on his records, and they are, in their own way, a unique slice of life. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorites. The version of the song itself is not that weird. To me, the weird part is that Canadian radio-friendly hit machine April Wine would do it. Here they are with King Crimson's classic proto-metal anthem from 1969, 21st Century Schizoid Man. This has been Noise from the Cranium. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.